What's up, YouTube? Jibso back with another video, and today I want to talk about Uber. I want to make a likes and dislikes video about some of the things that I like and some of the things that I dislike about Uber. Obviously, I want to make this video because I do Uber pretty much full time, and I've had one of my subscribers asked me about the qualifications to drive for Uber, so I just figured, why not just say a few things that I like and I don't like. So let's just get right into this video. And we're gonna start with the dislikes first, because I have least dislikes than I do likes, surprisingly. And I'm gonna talk kind of loud if you guys can hear. I'm kind of like parked by a busy street, so there's cars and stuff. But yeah, so my first dislike is dealing with some of the people. Some of the people are very rude. Some of the restaurants that because I do Uber Eats, some of the restaurants that I deal with are very rude. It's just sometimes dealing with people can be very draining, especially for me, being that I'm an introvert. Matter of fact, I am gonna let the windows up because that is kind of loud. Yeah, being the fact that I am an introvert and I really like to spend time alone, dealing with people all day 24/7 can be very draining for me. So plus sometimes the customers are rude, sometimes they don't give instructions, sometimes they don't answer the phone when you get there. It's just sometimes you just deal with a lot with the people, but for the most part it's not that bad. It's just dealing with people can sometimes be very stressful. Wear and tear on your car, that's the biggest one. It's a beast on your car, man. It's really something serious, especially depending on where you live and the way the roads are and how they take care of the streets. It can just beat down on your car, and that's the biggest one that I don't like. The next one is the long hours. So Uber can sometimes be very it can take up a lot of time, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It can take up a lot of time, especially if you're doing it full time. I remember when I first started doing Uber, they didn't really have a cap on Uber. Like, they didn't really have like a certain amount of time you had to not drive. Like, you could just pretty much go and go and go and go and go. Now they capped it to 12 hours. So when I first started driving for Uber, I would literally drive for Uber like 12, 13, 14 hours a day. And when I was doing that, I was making pretty good money. So the thing with Uber is you have to do a lot of hours for it to be really worth it. Just because the wear and tear on your car, the amount of money that you may get tipped, you may not get tipped. So to really see a benefit and to really see money, you have to put in time. And that's one of the things that, it's kind of like with everything. It's just with Uber, you can just be working for a very long time. Most people are not working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. So the long hours for me, because I need to be able to see a benefit and I need to be able to see a profit. So doing it for longer is just more beneficial for me. The next one is how they work the acceptance rate. You have to have certain ratings, and you have to have certain acceptance rates. Like, you have to accept a certain amount of trips. You have to you can't cancel a certain amount of trips. Like, the way they have that set up is kind of annoying, because sometimes you have to cancel trips, and it really counts against you, and it kind of messes up everything. And being that I'm on a scholarship, I have to accept a certain amount of trips. I have to have a certain amount of trips, and I can't cancel a certain amount of trips. And being that it kind of affects me a certain way when I have to cancel a trip or I can't accept a trip, yeah, I don't really like how they handle that. But let's move on to the likes. I mean, for the most part, I like doing Uber. Like, there's really not too many things I can complain about, because it's one of those things where you choose to do it, so you kind of just have to take what you get. You can't really complain about something that you are making yourself do. Nobody's forcing you to drive for Uber. So there's not really many complaints for me as far as Uber goes. The likes, now I have more likes. I really like the freedom to be able to schedule when I want to drive, how long I want to drive, what area I want to drive, what city I want to drive. There's so much flexibility and freedom that comes with driving for Uber that I really enjoy. It gives me the ability to travel. This is my next point. I can travel. You guys know that I didn't you guys did. I wasn't making YouTube videos, but I was in Dallas. I've been in Austin, which you guys saw. I'm in Houston. Like, you pretty much can travel and kind of get to know your state. So I like the ability to travel, and as you guys know. My next point is you learn new skills. So Uber really taught me a lot about customers and how to deal with people. It really taught me a lot about how to manage my own time. Because the way you run Uber is almost like being a little business. So you do have to like take care of your own taxes and stuff like that. So you learn a lot as far as how to manage a business, and you learn about how to manage gas, and how you just kind of learn about what's going to be worth it. Is this trip worth it because it's going to drive me all the way over here, and then I have this amount of gas, and I got to drive back with no trip, so it's not really going to be worth it. So it's just things like that. It changes the way you think about business and how you operate a business. It really, if you pay attention to it, you know, if you are one of those people who pays attention to little things, you can really learn a lot. And it really has shaped my brain a lot differently. When I was working for a company, now I have more overhead to worry about for myself, my car health. I have to keep my car in check. I have to keep my car running, everything. So it's just running a little business. So it opens your mind up to a lot more. Let's see. You get to see the city in a different light. I've lived in Houston my whole life, and there's different parts of Houston that I never knew existed until I started working for Uber, because you literally get to go and see different areas that you just have no reason to go, other than, you know, you may have just passed by on accident. But you know, I've learned this city so well, that I can't get lost in Houston. Like, I know the city so well, and I've seen so many new parts, areas I never knew existed. So it's just a good way to unlock certain areas of the city to yourself, and, you know, have more places to go, have more places to see, and more restaurants that you didn't know about. Yeah. So I like that it pays for my school. That's a very big plus for me, because Uber is one of those things, especially if you do it full time. It's really not worth it. It's really not, because you can't do Uber forever, based off of the fact that your car is dying every single day you do Uber. You're beating your car up, based off the simple fact that you are getting older. You won't be able to do this forever. Like, it's not really a sustainable job. Plus, automation is coming. So at this point in the game, if you're doing Uber full time, you really have to have an exit plan and a strategy, because it's not really something that's sustainable that you can do for a long time. And for me, the fact that they offer school I think that's amazing. I think the fact that they offer school should trump any negative that you have about Uber. The fact they pay for your school, all you gotta do is do enough trips, get this school paid, and get out, and then you can be on your way. That was huge for me. When I saw they offered that, I jumped right on that, because otherwise it wouldn't be worth it. I'm just gonna do Uber for 5 years, run my car into the dirt, and then when I'm done, I have nothing really to show for it. So at least that's how I was looking at it from my perspective. So it pays for school, and that's huge. Anytime you can get your school paid for, there's really nothing to complain about. The pay is decent. I really don't have any complaints about the pay, like I said, because this is a service that you choose to do. Sometimes I've made really good money, and sometimes I've made bad money. It just depends on the night, where you are, your city, what's going on in the city. It really is so many factors that play into Uber and how you make your money. So the pay rate is decent for me. I would say you average about $10 to $12 an hour doing Uber. So to me, that's good. It's still above minimum wage. Plus, it's so much freedom you get, where it's just, you know, it's just one of those things where you just have to see the value in it to understand and appreciate it. So that's all that is. And it's a great side gig for people who just need to do something on the side. I know I said it's really beneficial if you're gonna do it full time, but if you're also somebody who just needs gas money to get to work for the week, or you need a couple dollars to buy groceries, or you just need to buy something really quick, or you just need to pay your phone bill really quick, and you just need to get a quick $60, this is perfect for that too, because you can get money really quickly. You can cash out, you can make money that day and have it in your bank account at the end of the night. So it's one of those things where depending on what your needs are, it can be really beneficial for you. And I think as a side gig and a side hustle, and as like a backup contingency plan, just whenever things in your life go bad, this is a good thing to fall back on. So as long as you have a car, you will always kind of have a little job to do if you don't have a job, just based off of Uber and Lyft and all these other ride share companies. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't really have too many complaints about Uber because it really has changed my life. And I'm not just saying that, it really has. Like, it really has changed my life for the better, I think. There are downsides, but I think the good, as far as the company and as far as what it as far as what you have to put into it, is pretty much worth it for me, at least. But that's it for this video. I don't want to make it too long. Plus, the light is going down, and I gotta meet my cousin. We're gonna go eat at this steakhouse. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.